Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go Delta. Go Delta. Hurry up.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Christian Kirk deep to return it. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight. Leopard! Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Leopard!
On 3rd down, Rosen. It's caught. Nelson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. They run with Logan. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Joey Bosa in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go Delta. Go Delta. Go Delta.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 4 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
We got 3.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Go Delta. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. 3 down. Go Delta. Ready. Be ready.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Get set, get set.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Get wide now. Go Delta. Go Delta.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And open left side, it's Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Go Delta.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Go Delta. Leo. Go Delta.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Bridgewater now. That's complete. It's Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards that time of the first.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Hot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Set. Blue 90. Hot!
They go play action. It's Rosen. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Go Delta.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And now running right through it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
You got him. You got him.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here we go.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Xavier Grimble, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Going deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Get wide, Delta. We got 3. We got
Go Delta.
Winnie.
Go Delta.
58, boys. 58.
Go Delta.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Caught by Nelson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Ohio!
Now Miller on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
On 2nd down, Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try through.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Everson Griffin in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Play action now. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Go Delta. Go Delta. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hey, we got 3 down.
First down, Bridgewater. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Go Delta. Get set, get set. Hey. Go Delta. Ready.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. The extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He gets it left side to Johnson. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. Now he's forced out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So out come the Chargers. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On play action, Rosen. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Go Delta. Go Delta. Go Delta.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Go Delta. Go Delta.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Delta. Go Delta.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Go ready.
Soft, baby. That's baby soft.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And open left side, it's Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Go Delta.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, the team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Leopard! Leopard! 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They run again with Logan. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Miller from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Fire down. Go Delta. Set. 50.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Go ready.
Let's go.
Here we go. Gotta go. Hurry.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Delta, hurry up.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Benjamin's got it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hurry up.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Benjamin running over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Delta. Go Delta.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Go Delta.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Flex round! Flex round!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. The Cardinals on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Leopard!
They go to Johnson again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. David Johnson on his way. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 77 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return it now, here's King. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A good pick up there, a 22.
Here we go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Tight, guys, double tight.
Go Delta. Go Delta.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Forced out to his left. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Go Delta.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah.